Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Monday, May 10th, 2021. I am Siobhan Walwyn. The Social Policy and Sustainable Human Development Unit is this week hosting a grant proposal writing workshop aimed at equipping with and enhancing the participants' knowledge of project conceptualization and the steps involved in writing a winning grant proposal. At the start of the workshop on Monday, May 10th, Joyce Movin gave the opening remarks.
At the Sustainable Development Unit, the generalized idea is to provide opportunities for the achievement of the United Nations Global Sustainable Development Goals. So today, and for the duration of this workshop, the focus is on Goal 17, which is about partnerships for the goals, which targets the strengthening of domestic resource and mobilizing of financial resources from multiple sources. With trained persons in grant proposal writing, this goal can be attained as there are agencies that are willing to offer funding to communities to improve living conditions. I take this opportunity as the coordinator of the Sustainable Development Unit to welcome you to this training workshops.
The facilitator of the workshop is Leonard Stapleton, Certified Global Environment Fund GEF Proposal Writing Trainer of Trainers Professional.
The grant writing process is a very underutilized tool that is available to us for many years. Grants come into the Federation to the tune of millions of dollars, and at the end of the year, a small percentage is utilized. What that happens when the funders realize that St. Kitts and Nevis is not applying for these funds, they usually reduce the amount the next year and send it to places that demanding and asking for more funding. Once you're writing, you have to keep in mind that you have to get it executed and executed within the time that you say you're going to do it. All right? And after you have executed, there's another critical component, the reporting. The people that gives you the funding, they have to report to the people that get the money from. And their report is based on your report. So you have to think about collecting evidence, the means of evaluating to give evidence that you have done what you say that you're going to do with the people money.
Benefiting from the training are representatives of the Ministries of Social Development, Education and Tourism, the Premier's Ministry, the Departments of Information, Community Development, Gender Affairs, and Trade and Consumer Affairs, the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, as well as community organizations. Assistant Secretary Latoya Jeffers has expressed satisfaction with the response to the Department of Gender Affairs workshop on fish trap making for boys and young men. The activity, which is being held at the Jessop's Playing Field from May 8th to 15th in observance of the International Day of the Boy Child on May 16th, has attracted 20 participants.
I am very pleased with the overwhelming response that we have received from the boys. At first, to be very honest, I was wondering if fish pot making would be a workshop that persons would be interested in. But looking around here, I am pleasantly surprised. And I am happy to see that, well, the young men, they have come out and they are receiving this so warmly.
Catherine Forbes is the training officer at the Department of Gender Affairs.
The hope is that after this workshop, they will be able to not just do it for the day, but to see it as a business, as what we are trying to do from the department is to empower our young folks so that they can be able to gain gainful employment. And we saw fish pot making as one of those skills that are fast becoming a skill that is only done by the older folks. You have heard from even some of the guys that they are seeing this as a future way of earning monies.
The workshop is being held in collaboration with the Department of Marine Resources and the Jessop's Cotton Ground Barnsgot Fisherfolk Association.
We try and get some of the young guys from the community, Jessop, Barnesgate, Charlestown, Gingerland, and there's a guy also here from St. Kitts. A lot of the fishermen, now are getting pretty old, and then it's important to get some of the young guys into fishing. Fishing really show a big role in the economy of Nevis, and it's very important for the whole of the country to have young guys to get involved in fishing. Sometimes they might say, well, fishing is not it's not a good trade, but at the end of the day, if you put the love and the interest into fishing, I think you can do well. Today what we're doing is to try and help the guys and teach the guys how it's done. And a lot of the guys are showing real interest, and I'm proud of it.
Also present were Lemuel Pemberton, Deputy Director of the Department of Marine Resources. Junior Minister of Gender Affairs, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, also made an appearance to interact with the workshop's participants. In celebration of Nurses Week 2021, the Nevis Nurses Association is hosting a series of activities beginning Monday, May 10th with a forum on Monday evening, May 10th at the Jessops Community Center. Junior Minister of Health, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, is inviting persons to participate in the upcoming activities.
Tuesday, May 11th, Fruit and Water Day and the Nurses' Annual Walk at 5 p.m., starting point, the Alexandra Hospital. I am inviting all walking groups to join us as we walk in solidarity with our nurses.
Rodina Maureen Sargent, staff nurse at the Alexandra Hospital, in an interview with the Department of Information, encouraged persons to join the nursing profession.
We also want persons to join the nursing fraternity as it is a noble, caring, and self-rewarding profession, and we are encouraging anyone in the community to join with us because, we need nurses. So you can contact the Ministry of Health or any nurse that you see for further information.
Meantime, Rodney's Cuisine will be providing 25 lunches for nurses and other health professionals throughout this week. Nurses Week is being celebrated under the theme, Nurses, a voice to lead, a vision for future healthcare.
One Nevis, I couldn't rest, I have to get this thing off my chest. I am King Astro, 4 times Culturama Calypso Monarch, and back-to-back St. Kitts Nevis National Carnival Calypso Monarch. And I took the COVID vaccine because I want to do my part in the fight against COVID-19. I am feeling a sense of peace in my mind. My body is feeling great. So I'm encouraging you all to go out and vaccinate and help us fight this monster, COVID-19. I said, don't wait, vaccinate.
For more information or to get vaccinated, visit your nearest health center. This message was brought to you by the Department of Public Health, Nevis.
Welcome back. The following is a press release from the Nevis Tourism Authority, NTA, regarding updated travel requirements for international travelers to Nevis. Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris has announced a change in the travel requirements for international travelers vaccinated against COVID-19. Effective May 1st, 2021, fully vaccinated international travelers must submit their official vaccination card upon completion of their travel authorization process at knattravelform.kn, in addition to their 72-hour RT-PCR tests and other required passenger documentation. International travelers are considered fully vaccinated if 2 weeks have elapsed after receiving their second dose of a 2-dose vaccine line or 2 weeks after receiving a single-dose vaccine. The travelers' official COVID-19 vaccination cards are accepted as proof. Fully vaccinated travelers will only have to vacation in place for 9 days at a travel-approved hotel. With effect from May 20th, 2021, fully vaccinated travelers will be allowed to enter the destination sporting venues. Travelers must complete the travel authorization form on the website kn@travelfarm.kn, and upload an official COVID-19 RT-PCR negative test result from a CDC-approved laboratory taken 72 hours before their visit. For their trip, travelers must present a copy of the negative COVID-19 RT-PCR test and their COVID-19 vaccination card as proof of vaccination. Self-samples, quick tests, and home tests are considered invalid. Travelers must undertake a health check at the airport, which includes a temperature check and a health questionnaire. If a traveler who has been fully vaccinated shows COVID-19 symptoms during the health examination, an RT-PCR test may be performed at their own expense of $150. All travelers who are fully vaccinated are free to move through the travel-approved hotel, communicate with other guests, and participate in hotel activities only. Fully vaccinated travelers staying longer than 9 days must be tested on day 9 of their stay. Travelers to St. Kitts and Nevis who submit a negative RT-PCR COVID-19 test and are fully vaccinated can now enjoy reduced quarantine costs if they stay at the Ocean Terrace Inn. Effective May 1st, 2021, fully vaccinated inbound air travelers are required to quarantine for 9 days. Speaking at the NEOC briefing on May 5th, Abdel Samuel, chair of the National COVID-19 Task Force, says the overall cost will be appropriately adjusted as a result of the reduced time frame. Persons who are in the 9-day category for quarantine at the Ocean Terrace Inn will now pay $320 for the duration of the 9-day stay. The reduced fee is in keeping with the average cost per day of quarantine charge at the hotel. It equates to $35 per day. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing.